Dame Lillard's trade to Milwaukee is underway, and it is going to some deep, dark places. Some deep, dark places. And I'm there for all of it. I'm there with buttered popcorn. And if you haven't heard, perhaps not, the word on the street from those that claim to have insider information is that Dame Lillard's camp believes that the Portland Trailblazers turned down a better offer that would have sent Lillard to the Miami Heat because they were hell-bent on not granting his wish to play in Miami. But wait, there's more. There's reports bouncing around the echo chamber that indicate not only that, but Dame Lillard informed the Trailblazers GM that he did not want to get traded unless it was to Miami. He'd rather stay in Portland if he couldn't go to Miami. And the Blazers said, you know what, we're going to get rid of you anyway. We're trading you to Milwaukee. It's a great rumor. It's a really solid, juicy rumor. So let us discuss the question. Where is your Maller belief-o-meter on the Blazers rejecting the Heat based on principle? So the Maller belief-o-meter, 1 to 10, with 10 being you totally believe it. I'm at a 7. I'm at a 7 on the 1 to 10 scale, the Maller belief-o-meter. So I've got poetic, stealth bomber, and golden corral. 3 things that have never been put in a conversation together, and we're doing it right here, and we're doing it for you. We're going to put these things together, and we are going to make a riot, which is, I think, what they're pretty good at. Like every time I see Portland in the news, they're like burning buildings or knocking down statues, the lunatics in Portland. So I'll go with that. Now, number one, we are enjoying this wrinkle in the story. It really is almost perfect. And I'll tell you why. Because to toss this rumor out, there is no way to prove or disprove that the Portland Trailblazers turned down a better offer. A, we don't know what the offers were. B, whatever the Heat offered is subjective, right? It's up to the discretion of the people in Portland. We know that one man's meat is another man's poison, and it's one of these things that it's in the eye of the beholder, right? I mean, it's just like, you might find somebody attractive, and I might think, man, they're ugly, and vice versa, right? I mean, that's just the way it works. But considering how Dame Lillard humiliated the Blazers, and really his agent, with all the public back and forth and whatnot about demanding to be traded, but he only wanted to play in Miami. So I am buying. As I said, I'm at a 7 on the Maller belief-o-meter. I'm at a 7 here. I buy it. I'm buying this as poetic from Portland, as in poetic justice, that the Blazers general manager, this guy, I had to look him up, Joe Cronin, never heard of him, but he felt pressured. The owner there, the ownership probably upset as well. And Lillard and his agent, they were playing around, right? They were playing around, F around and find out. They were playing dirty. You mess with the Blazers, you get the Bucks. That's it. You mess with the Blazers, you get the Bucks. Now, on the flip side, Pat Riley, he's all riled up. I had the veins in my head, that little cartoon bubble in my head. The veins are bulging. The spittle is flying. The words are pummeling Portland. We're going to monitor this story. But there's a lot of toadies, useful idiots in the media that are inside the tank for the Miami Heat that are tossing a lot of these stories out there about what's going on and what really happened, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, page 2 here. With Lillard in the Cream City, one of the guys he was traded for is waiting to be re-gifted. It's not my Holiday. It's not your Holiday. It's Jrue Holiday. And his future is up in the air, like that old movie. The Trailblazers, they're like, we're not trying to win. We don't really need you. We've got Scoot. So they're going to get rid of Jrue and scoot him on. They're going to pass him forward. So how much value? Here's the question. How much value does Jrue Holiday have on the open NBA flea market? So I'm going to be Benny Brightside on this. Holiday is a snappy dresser. He is in demand. There's a bunch of teams. If you listen to the whispers, and I got a lot of free time, so I listen to the whispers, whispering sweet nothings into the ear, indicating that the Heat, Clippers, Lakers, the Celtics, the Bulls, the Sixers are all window shopping. And here's how I would describe Jrue Holiday in NBA circles. He's like a stealth bomber. He flies under the radar. Like, no one's ever bought a ticket to watch Jrue Holiday play. But he's underrated. The guy's built like a tank. He's a two-time All-Star. He's well-rounded. He's not great in any one area. He's like a B-plus player. But those people who are hoop heads, the scouts, the coaches, they put a premium on his ability. And looking at the card here, and you look at the tail of the tape, and he would be just what the doctor ordered, especially for the Celtics, because they got rid of Marcus Smart, and they really haven't replaced him. And you put Jrue Holiday in that Marcus Smart role, that would be perfecto, a chef's kiss. And for the Clippers, he would be great. The only problem is he's 33. He's past his expiration date, per se. And, of course, with the Clippers, it's a case where they already have a bunch of guys that miss games that don't like playing basketball in Kawhi and PG-13. So I don't know if that would work. But if everything was great, these guys actually cared, and they had perseverance, then Jrue Holiday would be a hell of a pickup. All right, final point. We head now to the Delaware Valley, where James Harden's bitterness with the 76ers remains in the sports blogosphere. It's unchanged. Now, a little birdie was chirping to me, telling me that James Harden is still hell-bent on getting out of a Sixers uniform, and the franchise does not even know if he's going to report to training camp. So where is the status of James Harden with the Sixers? Where's the status? So he is at the fork in the road. He's at the fork in the road. Training camp is one of those checkpoints. All right, there's a few checkpoints. You go through the season. Well, obviously, training camp's one of them, and if one of the bigger ones, because that's when it all begins. You want to set the mood. You got to set the mood for the season. So if Harden doesn't show up, then he cranks up the tensions. Now, of course, Harden could always bring that fork with him if he really wants to shake things up. Report to the Sixers, and then also report to Golden Corral. Get a VIP card to Golden Corral and just pig yourself out. Just go Joey Chestnut and overindulge and become a big fat tub of goo, right? Become the big fat tub of goo, commit insubordination, which he did in Houston, and then he'll get his wish. It's all part of the Days of Our Lives drama in the NBA, and somebody will trade for Harden, and then before he plays, they'll have to send him to the fat farm. But eventually, he'll figure it out, right? I mean, he'll be able to play, and that's how that works.